No.
This is my son, Alex.
Okay, Alex. We go inside, okay? So, that's right.
Kolarski. And his fishes. What do you tell about your color?
My color, I prefer red turkeys and the red spotted green, or crossings between these two strains, but not the red melon or blue diamond. The fish with only one color, I don't like them so much.
Is this a new fish for you?
No,
You
I
don't
breed
see on
them.
your price list.
They don't breed. Last year I could only breed 8 fish from this color, not more.
Do you have problem with breeding?
Yes,
You
I
don't have
think
good
I had
pair.
35 big fish and only one pair. And this pair, they lay only 30 eggs.
31?
Only one pair.
Where
They
you-
produce only 30 eggs, and last year I got only 8 baby fish from this strain. Yeah. I sold most of them. Maybe I stopped breeding this strain. It makes no sense for me.
Can you tell anything about themselves? When you start to breed?
I started breeding discus fish 43 years before, when I was 14. Yes, I began with fish when I was 6 years old. With 8 years, I had my first discus fish, and at the age of 14, I had my first breeding, a small breeding facility with 10 aquariums, and I had the first success with breeding. And since that time, I breed with one break between maybe 1993 and 1998. I studied in Cologne. I could not breed fish at that time. I had only 14 square meters, a small room, and had to stop breeding. But after that, I began again.
Very interesting. And I saw that your family have a nice shop.
That's it's my optical shop. Yes, we have optical and jewelry and something like this.
Which business is more interesting for you?
Fish business is only my hobby. This is not a business, not a real business. I breed discus at home, a little bit bigger than hobby. I have 55 breeding aquariums, but it's a small facility, only a few square meters, and I do not breed regularly. Now I stop breeding for a few weeks or months. I go on vacation, and at that time I do not have anyone who cares for my fish, so I cannot breed the next few months. So you see, the facility is really empty now. Most fish are sold.
A lot of people will tell that it's not empty. so many fishes
Yes.
have not so many people. It's less than, for example, Antonella Greca or Tony Tan. And
They are really big. They have
Yes.
facilities with thousands of aquariums, or hundreds of. Antonello Greco has maybe 300, 500 aquariums, I don't know. A big facility, he must live from it. I must not make money with it.
yeah.
It's only hobby.
If you will believe to me, Vincent Lau have had 4 farms, and every farm more than 1,000 aquariums.
Oh, only discus?
Only discus.
Oh, that's big.
That was about two years ago when I visited him, and then he tell me that he have 2 more farms.
Oh, yes. Yeah, but it's a professional business.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is not professional.
He do incredible quantity of
Yes.
discus.
I must do it by my own. My wife, she helps me a little bit. At the moment, she is preparing the shipments for tomorrow. She puts the bags into the boxes and makes a little bit paperwork. At home, she feeds the fish during daytime when I'm here at work. But we have to do it alone. I have one friend of mine. He comes here 1 time per week to help me a little bit, but it's not professional. Yes. I do not have any workers. No.
I don't see many video about you and your fishes on YouTube, for example.
I don't have time for it to make videos. Yes, I'm really busy.
Okay, I will do it for
I
you.
make sport 8 to 10 hours per week beneath my work, and the fish. There's not so much time for videos.
Okay, understandable. Can you tell about every kind of?
This fish are interesting. I keep them all for myself. So if you see many fish here, they are not all for sale. Many fish you see here are my own fish. I do not sell them. This fish, for example, are a crossing between two breed discus. The female was a crossing between red turquoise and red spotted green, and the father was a crossing between red turquoise and Kuri Lenka. So you have 4 different strains here in this fish. So there's no inbreeding here. So the shape is good. I hope the color is also good when they are big. I like them really much. But they have to grow another half year or 8 months before you see the result.
Yes, I agree. And why this fish is together with?
It is a problem. I have only 50 aquariums, or no,
Yeah.
less than 50 aquariums. But I have to sort my fish by size and by color for the shop. So if I have only one fish from one color in this size, I must find it when it's sold. So I cannot put this fish together with the same strain 1 centimeter bigger or smaller. I must identify it. So this fish is in this aquarium. Here are 2 cobalt in 15 to 17 centimeters. And the brothers and sisters are in this aquarium, for example. They are more than 17 centimeters. If I put them together in one aquarium, I cannot offer them really good.
Okay, well, let's speak about this.
This are crosses between a red turquoise and red spotted green. I have maybe 500 of them in different sizes. This is a brilliant turquoise. Then there's one other different strain in it, I think. I do not sort them by myself. They are in this aquarium not for so long now. And this fish, I do not find them here on the glass. A friend of mine who cleans the aquariums and sorts the fish, he has to write on the aquarium what is in it. And
I do like
here, he has forgotten it.
I saw many information.
Yes, these are fish that are sold. They are already sold, they are out of the aquarium, and next time when my friend cleans the aquariums, he has to write new quantities at the aquarium. I do not make it by myself, I don't have time for it. I only catch the fish out and put the piece of paper here. If it's here, the fish is out. If it's here, the fish is sold and still in the aquarium.
From which size of fish you start to sell?
It depends on the quantity of fish that I have in my facility. If the facility is really empty, like now, I start at 7 or 8 centimeters. If it's completely overcrowded, I start at 5 centimeters. But if I don't have enough fish, like at the moment, it makes no sense to sell small fish. They are too cheap.
Do you sell only in Germany or in
Worldwide,
Europe?
worldwide.
And do you send any fish to Kazakhstan?
No, that's a problem. I think it's difficult to get a health certificate for Kazakhstan. I think so.
Why?
I don't know. The problem is my customer has to tell me what must be written in the health certificate. In Germany, we don't know it, what your country needs. So you must tell me what you need.
Yes.
And that's a problem. I had a few inquiries from people from over there, and nobody could tell me exactly what has to be written there.
I
so
will tell everything.
I never send fish there.
Okay.
The same problem I have with Israel, South Africa, Australia. These are the difficult countries. For Japan, for example, you don't need a health certificate, or for Canada, USA. I can send the fish there only with an invoice. But the point is, if you need the health certificate, it becomes really difficult.
Yes, we need certificate, but we have form of this certificate.
Yes,
And
if you have a form. But sometimes, some countries, they tell me I have to make an observation for some kind of virus. But this virus don't exist in Germany. So we do not have an institute who makes a test. We don't have the possibility to get a test on this virus. So I can never send the fish to your country.
Any years ago, I don't know, 3 or 4, Rudy
Rudolf Wagner?
Wagner, yes, he sent to me
Yes.
fish, and I give him form, and his veterinary doctor do it for him.
You can send me this form. I can have a look what you need. Maybe it's not a problem. Yes.
It's not. It's really not a problem. Is this powerful for sale?
Not all of them. I put them, these are not real breeding pairs you see here. I put two fish together in these aquariums, and I hope these are pairs. Some have laid eggs until today, like this here, or this is sold, or this. But the other pairs, they did not lay eggs until today. I do not sell this fish as pairs. I have the breeding pairs at home. If I don't need them anymore, I bring them here to sell them. But these are no breeding pairs from my home. These are only fish that I put out here from this aquarium.
It's only two fishes.
Only
not
two fish,
pair.
no pair, no pair.
But
So you don't see a price here.
yes. And is it real to buy from you a real pair?
A real pair, if you buy a pair maybe from the Red Turkeys, Cosmos, that's what it green. These are really good pairs. I had 15 of them, and they produced thousands of babies. I had to sell some. I had too many pairs. So you can buy them. Sometimes I sell pairs which don't produce enough babies. So you have bad luck.
And it's,
Yes, but I also sell
be.
them.
Yeah.
Maybe you have more luck.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is very nice.
Oh, not here. Yes. One fish. And also not here. No.
Can you tell me about your filtration system?
Yes, but can I go there? You can.
Okay.
The filtration system is really easy. It is a pond filter, a drum filter. Maybe you know it.
Uh-huh. It's a mechanic.
It's a mechanical filter, yes. And behind this filter, there's the biological filter. This is only filled with sponge. You know the blue sponge filter, nothing else, nothing special. This is only an air dryer.
A dryer
Air dryer, yes.
for room.
Yes, for the room here, for
Yeah.
humidity. Yes.
Yeah, on the ground.
Yes. And this is a heater, but I do not use it at the moment. It's a pond heater. At the moment, I use the gas heater from the house to heat the water. But it's nothing special. It's easy.
And you feed with granules?
Yes. And with my beef heart mix.
Beef heart?
Beef heart. Yes.
Okay.
I have my own mixture. Yes.
Beef heart pure or?
No, it's mixed with fish fillet and
With,
fish,
Fish fillet?
salmon.
Salmon.
Yeah. Yes, and
Only.
spinach.
Spinach.
Yes, and minerals, vitamins. And I think that's all. That's it. I do not know the exact receipt. The producer, he makes it. It is a receipt. It's not from myself. It's a little bit. We changed a little bit, but the product I use, it's an old product. You can buy it in Germany since 20 or 30 years. But I changed a little bit. It's a little bit more beef, a little bit less fish. So I think the fish grow a little bit better from it.
But you use the same for small fishes and
Yes.
for big?
Yes,
Even for breeding pair?
yes.
Not problem any.
No. The breeding pairs, I do not feed them with the granulat at home. The granulat makes problems with the water. The water is not so clean after you feed it.
Yeah.
Here it's not a problem with this big filter, but at home I must care for good water quality, and their beef fat is much better than granulat.
And this tube is for
The water goes out. Here, you
comes
see?
out?
Yes.
okay,
There the water comes
I see.
into the aquarium.
Small one. So
And here.
I see.
You see.
Small one for
Yeah.
come in,
Yes,
big one for come out.
exactly.
This is very nice.
Yes. This is a Kurilenka.
Many people tell about your old
Turkey strain.
style Turkish
Yeah.
and told that now is not the
Yes.
same.
They don't exist like before. Each generation, they change a little bit.
Yes.
After 14 generations or so, I had to cross a Royal Blue wild discus with my strain because the shape from the nose was not so nice. After that, the shape was better, but the color was a little bit different, and the pattern was a different pattern. Now I have some new red turkeys at home, and I hope they look a little bit like the old strain. But this is now maybe the 18th or 20th generation. They cannot stay the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Really.
That's not possible.
Yes. But people like old model very often for
Yes,
for
but-
cars for
I know.
for
My son has a car from 1990. Yes, and they have been really beautiful, I know, but you will never get them back again.
If anybody wants to buy fish from your hatchery, did you send a video with fish?
No.
No?
The problem is, if I make a video from the fish,
Yeah.
maybe from this aquarium, how should I find this fish when I catch it?
Really.
I do not have time for it.
But if you sell breeding pair.
Yes, breeding pairs. Okay, these are two fish in one aquarium. That's easy.
Yeah.
But one time I had an aquarium like this with 20 big fish, and the customer would like to buy 4 fish. It took me 40 minutes to identify this fish. I do not have time for it.
Yeah.
I cannot stand here with my iPhone and look. It's not possible.
First time I try to do that, and then understand that it's not possible. Yes.
Yes, but breeding pairs, that's not a problem. 2 fish in an aquarium, you can always identify.
Yeah.
Here you always also see the red turkeys with red spotted green. The hybrids, they have a really good shape, I think.
They just don't deserve food.
Oh no! It happens every week. When my employee cleans the aquariums or catches the fish, he turns it around and he forgets to turn them back.
Oh.
So every Sunday when I come here, I find 1 or 2 feeding machines which are not over the aquarium. Here everything is okay. Yes.
You feed in glass.
Excuse me?
You feed in glass. On glass.
Yes.
Not fish.
Not the
glass.
fish.
What do you think? How many fishes you have this moment on this room?
It's not so many. I think 500 or so, not more. Sometimes I have 2,000 or 3,000 here in this facility. But now it's the end of the season, and most fish are sold.
And when's the peak of the season?
The season begins at the beginning of September
Oh.
and ends now a few weeks before Easter.
Can you tell me, do you have time to time maybe problems with parasites
No.
on the fish or anything?
No, all my fish are parasite-free. They do not have any parasites.
Even flagellates?
They have,
Gastrolita?
yes, 2 kind of flagellates, but both are no parasites. They are, we call them commensalen. They do not live in the fish as parasite. They, they follow them, but they do not make problems. Yes, but no real parasites. No.
What did you do with flagellates?
I don't know. I do not have to do anything. My fish don't have problems with these 2 kind of flagellates. 20 years before, or when was it? It was 2001, I think. I had all kind of parasites, and at that time I did not found a way to cure them against it. So I decided to brace them artificially in order to keep parasite-free fish. And since 2001 or 2003, I'm not sure, all my aquariums are parasite-free.
And you don't took any new fishes?
No.
But now you took red.
I have them since 20 years.
And
Yes.
did you do quarantine for this fish?
No, when I got the grandparents of this fish, I had another room for them. I had a room with 3 aquariums or 4 aquariums, 3, I think 3. And I bought this fish. They came in 1 aquarium, without filter, only heater and air stone. And every day 100% water change. And then first I reduced the gill flux with formalin, you know.
Formalin.
3 weeks, all 3 days formalin. And after that I breathed with this fish, and then I took the eggs away, made a disinfection from the eggs, and raised them artificially. So I did not have any parasites after raising this fish.
You do have a microscope or you use
Yes.
veterinary?
Both, yes. But I have a really good microscope from Zeiss. Yes, it's
Okay, it's important.
a really good one. I can see everything.
Which temperature like your fish?
It's different. Today, 28, but sometimes at summertime 30 degrees, 31. In winter time, 26, 27. It depends on the season.
Yeah.
My heater is not so big, so in winter time I have a little bit problems to keep the temperature up. But it's okay.
Yeah. You use these small fishes
Ancestors.
everywhere, ancestors.
Yes.
Okay. Why you use it?
The problem is, a friend of mine who cleans the aquariums. Years before he came 3 or 4 times per week, but now he's a little bit older, has problems with his heart, and he comes only 1 time per week. And I don't have time to clean the aquariums by myself. I never clean them by myself. I do not catch any fish, I do not clean the aquariums. I only feed the fish 2 or 3 times per day. That's all what I do, or it's on, and I send the fish. But I do not have anyone who can clean it for me. I try to find someone, but nobody would like to do it. It's too warm, too wet.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yes.
difficult. For German people, it's
Yes,
not
they don't.
possible.
They do not work. They
In
don't want to work.
Malaysia, they do.
Yes, I think so. Yes, there's a problem here.
But I see that they all have the same size, and it's
yes.
not their maximal size.
The small size at home. The problem is there's an overflow. You see it here. It had big holes. If I bring the small fish here from my home, where I breed them, then they are in the filter.
You breed ancestors for you.
Yes, I
themselves?
have one aquarium like this. There's 20 big ancestors and a few hundred small ones. And if they are big enough, I put them into the breeding aquariums. And then
Small
half of them will be killed by the discus because they care for the babies, and so they attack them. And if they are big enough, I bring them here.
Many people use Storysoma for that.
Yes.
Did you do the same before?
A friend of mine breeds them years before, but I do not have any.
Okay. But Storysoma very often come to discuss to eat little bit their
Yes, with the
secret.
skin, yes. Also, the ancestors do that. Yes. I saw that in this aquarium here a few times. That one ancestors, I think from this aquarium, or that, I do not know, they eat the skin of the discus.
And what did you do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
I take this Storysoma, I use Storysoma. And if I saw that, I know that this Storysoma will do it every time. So I remove.
It is difficult for me because of my time. I'm too busy, I told you. I have, every day, I spend 15 minutes here in this room, not more.
15.
15.
Nice.
Today I'm longer here than in 3 days. Yes.
Thank you.
I come here in the morning. I open my shop at 9 o'clock, so I have to feed them 5 minutes before 9. Then in my break at noon, I feed them 5 minutes, and at 6 o'clock in the evening, 5 minutes. These are 15 minutes. And with the time between, I do not have time to care for the fish. I must sell glasses, care for my customers in my shop.
Do you have any design aquarium at home?
No.
No?
I have a 5,000 liter aquarium at home, but I raise discus in it without sand, no decoration.
You don't want, or
Yes, in 10 years maybe. And if I have more time, if I do not have to work in my optical shop, maybe then I will use this aquarium, this 5,000 liter aquarium, for a show tank, for a show aquarium.
and
But
I
not
saw
today.
this very big aquarium and it's empty. Why?
2 years before, I decided to sell many aquariums, and this aquarium was connected to a facility which was behind it. So it has no single filter. So I sold 40 aquariums, or 42 aquariums from this room, and since this time the aquarium is not running, but I think I will build a new filter for it this year, maybe at the end of summertime, and then I will raise my own fish here in this aquarium and not here in the other aquariums. So then I can tell my customers, you can buy all this fish, but not this one. Today I must tell them, you cannot buy this, you cannot buy this, you cannot buy this, you can only buy this. It's difficult. Sometimes all these big aquariums here had been filled with fish which was not for sale. I raised them for myself. And the people came here, they could only buy from these 24 small aquariums.
Okay.
It's easier. In the future it gets easier to sell the fish.
I know that you are very busy, so thank you for this time,
No
for
problem.
me, for
Today I have time for you, no problem.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
I have a very interesting question.
Yes.
Do you saw my channel Almaty Discus Center?
No. I don't care for any fish videos or something like this in the internet. I do not have time for it. 20 years before or 15 years before, sometimes I looked a little bit in the internet, but since some years I do not care for it. I don't have time for it.
Okay. This time very popular kind of discus is Super Panther.
Yes.
Why you don't breed Super Panther? You don't want, or you don't
I
have?
think I have to buy some,
Yeah.
and then I buy a fish with parasites and have to make it parasite free, and I will never breed artificially again. My wife must do it. I don't have time for it, and she told me I never do it again, so I do not get another color.
And you don't breed blue diamond, for example? And,
Yes, I breed them, but only 20 per year or 50 per year, not more. They do not breed.
You have breeding farm, but you,
Yes, my last breeding pairs had been 2 male. I saw now, I think these are 2 male. Yes, I do not have a real blue diamond pair. The only blue diamond that I get at the moment come from a pair from a blue diamond male and a cobalt female. So a few from these babies are blue diamonds,
Yeah.
but not many, and only one pair, only one. Yes.
you told that you don't like blue diamond.
Yes.
Why?
I do not like this color. For me, they all look the same.
Yes.
Yes, a red
Yes,
turquoise or
really.
red spotted greens, they all look a little bit different, and I know this fish.
Yeah.
If I have blue diamond in all aquariums, this is completely different. As with a red melon, I had 35 red melon. I could not identify the single fish. It's like a neon tetra, you know?
Yeah.
I do not like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Discus must be individual.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you give names to your
No,
fishes in
no.
the breeding room?
Never.
No?
No.
Okay.
But I talk to them in the morning. When I come there, I say good morning.
Hi.
I think they know me, and they know my wife. She will not talk to them.
Why did you put Falcon to...
Oh,
to
For a few months, I had only big fish here in the aquariums. In each aquarium, 30 or 40 fish from that size. I looked if 2 fish stood together, could be a pair maybe. and the stone is still in it. But the fish are out since many, many weeks. I forget to put them out.
It's good for on citrus.
Yes, but
They
it's
like
not good for the water. The water, what's under the cone, it smells. There are many bacteria. So it's better you don't have the stones in the aquarium.
Do you have conversation with your customers after sale fish?
Sometimes, some of them send emails.
Do you have ask questions that I took fishes from you and they put eggs? What to do?
Sometimes they ask me, yes.
And what you tell?
I do not have so many time to answer all emails. I get about 80 emails for fish every day. And I cannot answer 80 emails per day, it's not possible. Sometimes if I have a few minutes, I answer, sometimes I forget it. And the next day, I have another 80 emails. So the emails from the last day are forgotten. Yes, I don't have time for it.
Question. I have bought, have buy your fish 2 weeks ago, and one fish don't eat. What to do?
Wait. Sometimes it takes 6 weeks. The big fish need 4 to 6 weeks sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. The small fish, they should eat after 1 or 2 days. Here, this size, if you see here. They have to start eating directly or maybe after 2 days. In this size, it can take 1 week if you have bad luck. And if you buy the big fish, if you have bad luck, it takes 6 weeks before they start eating. This depends on so many things. Depends on the aquarium, on the place where the aquarium is, on the light, what comes through the windows, and so on. There are so many reasons why a fish don't start eating. Yes. These are not wild-caught fish. A white discus starts eating after a few days, maybe the second day or the first day. But this fish, they are feed every day, 7 times, yes, 4 times with a feeding machine, 3 times by hand. They must not eat. They have other problems. They have a new, I don't know the word for it, they find together again in the group. Yes, you know what I mean. First they fight together, or sometimes if they are 12 to 15 months, they begin to breed, but not to eat. Yes, they start breeding, but would not like to eat. So let them, they start, once they start, every time.
Another question.
Yeah.
I receive your fish. They eat. First day, they eat. I am happy. After 2 weeks, they don't eat. They stay on the
Then
on the
in
side.
the corner,
Yeah.
then you have a problem. But I never know what the problem is. I do not see the aquarium. Even if I had such a problem, I do not have such problems, but if I had, I must think about it. What could it be? A dirty filter, or if you have a decoration, if you have sand in the aquarium, in the sand you have bacteria which are not good for the fish. I had such problems in the past. It can maybe they got bacteria or parasites. You do not know, or maybe the wrong pH, maybe pH 8 or 4, something like this. I don't know that. Sometimes if I have time, I ask a few questions, or sometimes they send me a video from the aquarium. Then you see if the aquarium is dirty. Really often they have algae, blue algae, I do not know the word for it, and the aquariums are so dirty. I tell them, please clean the aquarium, the filter, change the water, and after that, normally the fish begin to eat again.
In which age you put fish for breeding?
It depends a little bit on the strain, but normally at 18 months.
18.
Sometimes 16 months or so, but 18 is better. Sometimes they start with 2 years. They can breed at 7 months sometimes if they grew really fast, but the male will not spawn and they will eat the eggs. So you should wait until they are big and grown out.
18 months, it means that fish about 16, 17 centimeters.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes bigger, sometimes, not always.
Okay.
This also depends on the strain. The Kowald and also the old red turkey strain, they grew up within 5 months to 15.5 centimeters
Wow.
in this aquarium here. But the temperature was 33 degrees. It was 2003. It was a really hot summer. I had to change the water 3 times per day because it gets too hot. And the fish grew. You could see it every week. It was bigger and bigger and bigger. And after 5 months, the biggest fish had 15.5 centimeters. After 11 months, 19.1 centimeters. 11 months. A female. It was a female.
Do you have any information from your customers who have aquarium with everything, decoration,
Yes.
decorative aquarium, about size of fishes in the decorated aquarium? Is the fish growing well or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, he bought 7 small fish at that size for a 550-liter aquarium. And when I came there 1 year later, the fish had been at this size. In a decorated aquarium with plants, with sand, with wood.
Very nice.
They can grow, yes.
Very well.
If you care for them, if you feed them good, if you change the water, if the temperature is high enough for growing, the temperature should be 30 degrees for growing. That's better. Then they grow faster. They can also grow at 27 or 28 degrees, but not so fast.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
And thank you for your time and that you agree to meet with you. I will do video if everything will be okay with my camera. And I hope that you will see.
I will see it. You have
Okay.
to send a mail or something like this, and then I will have a look for it.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.